Hi friends, today we're in Demonic Ice's account and we have serious tasks ahead of us. A little bit of backstory. Demonic Ice started playing in 2019, made a year pause, and then Phantom Shogun and Sand Devil were released. He'd like some help there, hint. Homie's yet to do his Marius missions as well, so we're gonna help him clear the way for these as well, with minimum breaks in between finishing missions, and if possible, up a difficulty in Hydra and Chimera. And without wasting any more time, let's get down to business. We're gonna start with the heavy artillery, I think. Because this takes a little bit more time. This and Chimera takes a little bit more time to get the hang of than everything else that we're gonna talk about. We're also gonna skim through Curse City hard, so stick with me if you want some tips there as well. I don't think I mentioned it. A lot of tasks at hand, alright? Don't forget to use my promo link to get yourself a free legendary Raphma tab, as well as the epics Takeover, Ugo, and Lady Quillen as you level up. Here's how to do it. Log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Launch raid and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champ. And that is all you have to do to get your free legendary Raphma tab, as well as to Gore, Ugo, and Lady Quillen as you level up in progress. So don't miss out and click on my link right now. Now I see that you are doing a key on hard and a key on brutal. And this team that I'm seeing right here has every single mechanic that you need. You even have a Shamael here. Wonderful, wonderful. You have a Wukong. You have, oh, you actually have a double block buff situation here? But still, this team, I think, can take you up in Nightmare. You can use this in Nightmare easily. Hex and Burn, wonderful, right? Ninja is just a super good nuker for both Hydra and Chimera. You have AoE Provoke, you have a Hex, you have a constant revive. I guess, oh, you also have Uko with revive. Oh, that's right. I was just gonna propose maybe you could involve a reviver, another reviver, but I just remembered Uko does that for you. It's a little scary with the block damage that he places as well, but you have two block buffs champions to make up for that. A little bit of overlap here. One movable part of this piece is Wukong, but Wukong is good too. He does revive a lot, all the time, if anything. He's quite a good nuker, especially if he's one of your best ones. Okay, so this team, you can try in Nightmare. There's no keys for me to try anything right now. But here's my quick suggestions, right? This hard team though, we can probably work on it. 21 million in a key, not great, right? I see overlap here between Stag Knight and Michinaki. If I were you, oof, Stag Knight is triple empowered and fully awakened for that matter, but Michinaki is just a better nuker overall and like a 5 out of 5 in Hydra, right? He's a specialist. What they both bring is decrease attack, decrease defense on an AoE. I'm pretty sure they both have it, right? Let me proof check, just so I'm not talking out of my ass. Michinaki, is it an AoE? Yep. AoE decrease defense, decrease attack, but only on enemies under Hex, which you do have here. He brings it. He also comes with a buff strip. Entire buff strip also has a burn, so it's not just your ninja. Is it? Who else is your burner on this team? Ninja's on the other team. Stag Knight. I mean, just, I'm pretty sure Stag Knight, that's what Stag Knight is famous for, his decreased attack, decreased defense combo here. He even has a smaller chance of landing that decreased attack than Michinaki does, so get Stag Knight out of the way. Let me see what you're missing here on this team. Let me see what you're missing. Ooh, we have a more to mod. When did you? Whoa, homie had time to fuse mod. That's insane. Considering you've been playing since 2019 with a break, it makes sense. Okay, Anchor is good. Yeah, this Stag Knight could be a provoke champion. Only is Farkin your only provoker? Does he bring a provoke at all? Do I remember him correctly? I know he comes with an ally attack, and it's great. He also comes with the crit rate, crit damage on everyone. Burn, decrease defense. Yup, doesn't have provoke. I was sure that there's no provoke here in this equation. Okay, so remove Stag Knight, put a provoker. Let's see who you have. Who can we use? Who can we synergize with? Drexstar! Ooh, he synergizes with Burn, doesn't he? He has a 100% chance of placing the provoke if the target is burning. Decrease attack. Here's the HP burn. And another HP burn. That's an option. I've seen people use Molly. I know that she has something here. Reflect damage is great. And she plays as that provoke, she doesn't even need the accuracy to land it. It's either on a turn or on 2 turns, but it lands always, right? And she puts that reflect damage on herself. She also comes with the revive, double utility here, and a good turn meter increase block damage on that ally for a turn. If you come prepared with block buffs and provoke, you shouldn't have that spread or taken whatsoever. Her damage increases by 50% if the target's burning, so you have extra damage here, synergizing with your burn champions. And whenever she's hit, she fills the turn meters of all allies by a whole 25% because you're facing her in Hydra. Your team being faster equals more points. I would recommend Molly. I would recommend her instead of Stagnite, see what it does for you. She even has a Brimstone. You've already built her, she has a lot of accuracy. The Brimstone's hella gonna land. This damage is not gonna be much, but it's something. Stagnite's already kind of a support champion anyway. Your War Chief you use in the other team, Martyr. What did Martyr do? What else did she bring? Counterattack is also nice. Visix is someone that also people use in the very early stages of building their Hydra team. Her only really good utility is this Provoking Shield. Sure, decrease speed is also very important, but I don't remember if anybody else brought it on your team. So that's an option as well. Out of the 3, Drexstar, Molly, and Visix, you could literally try each and every one and see which one does better for you. I'm placing my bets on Drexstar or Molly. This Freya is also an option, but I remembered you already had a block debuffs. It's kind of an overlap. You don't want a lot of overlaps on these teams. That's as far as my suggestions go. Stop spreading your key. Try both Keys Nightmare with these 2 teams. See what it does for you. And we could even build a 3rd separate team, you know, to fill in for the points. But I'm sure that this brutal team here that I saw that brings you 46 million, almost 47 if anything, can probably bring you 20-ish million. And you just need another couple of million for the Grandmaster chest with the other team. You could do it with 2 keys. Your account is definitely in the stage in which you can. Let me just see your great haul. Dude, nothing to worry about. Fill in your crit damage. And let me see the area bonuses as well. Oh, some area bonuses. Sure, you could do some live arena battles and help out with some crit damage speed. Ignore defense, accuracy. You do need some leveling in this accuracy node. It always helps. Yep. Support your cause with area bonuses. Hit up live arena. Let's see, Chimera. You have a normal key with 15 trials, or that all of the trials available. I don't know how many there are. Dude, this account takeover should have been a showcase once again. But I will do my best in giving my suggestions, and then we're gonna do some runs in the rest of the dungeons. Okay, let's get through this. 1 key normal, like, you don't need to be doing this. I think you're undershooting your own self. This team could easily do Brutal Nightmare, dude. Stop rating normal and start hitting up hard Brutal Nightmare. I see that not a lot of your teammates are hitting up these stages, so I understand that you want 2 chests out of there. I get it. And I see you also have a key in hard. 8 trials, it's wonderful. I don't think I've ever done more than 9, personally. So this 15 here is crazy. This team, yeah, Lydia, Mithral, and Ninja. Is it the same team? Yeah, it's the same team that you use for hard as well. So this team in Brutal is gonna get you 20 something. If you put both your keys, that's at least that's for sure a master chest. Dude, you can do Nightmare for sure. You can for sure raid Nightmare for like a Guardian or even a master chest. Seeing that your teammates aren't taking down Nightmare anyway, I say just focus on Nightmare. Put both of your keys in here. Dude, definitely. You can literally just forget about normal and just do hard Brutal until you're secure in your Nightmare. This team is lacking nothing. You have a lot... What is it lacking, actually? It's lacking some block damage. That's the only thing that it's lacking. But the only form that has a trial with block damage is the Lion. And Uko kind of brings it on a revive if you need to revive anyone. Kind of. 8 trials is wonderful, though. 15 even more so. That's insane, dude. You don't need that 1 block damage trial to raise your damage in Brutal Nightmare. I think this team is great. I want to see your builds. Nah, I think you're doing just fine, though. For example, this Drexstar, is he ready for Hydra? Yeah, sure. A little bit more accuracy will never hurt. Get it up to like 350 maybe, if you can. Oof, that's gonna be a little difficult. You've worked on... Yeah, you have glyphed things. This is why the area bonuses really help. When you already have a, you know, some sort of build. You don't want to move around too many pieces. Yeah, I guess, like, protection-wise, you could use another amulet, maybe. Double crit damage roll. Or like, crit damage amulet and HP, couple of rolls in it. Accuracy. Accuracy is very important here. This is a good banner. It's always the accessories. They're like the fine-tuning. Ninja's fantastic. Cap that crit rate. Can you at all? Is there a way for you to cap that crit rate? Kinda sucks. It's whatever. That's nitpicky. How about your Molly? Is Molly ready for Hydra? Oh yeah, she's ready, dude. She's hella ready for Hydra. I guess you're gonna need some sort of increased speed aura. The higher up you go, you need to get faster. And I see you're using your Mithrala, which is fine for some extra accuracy, of course. You don't need to be hella fast. But I saw that some of your supports are at 300 speed. I'm a little worried. Like, I know the game does require a lot of speed from your champions to hit Nightmare, Ultra Nightmare. Hydra is insane. It's not so much Clan Boss that's the issue, like Demon Lord. Chimera is also pretty straightforward, and seeing that you've already acquired your Embers and Mithrala, you're only doing these for better gear and better rare, like, materials, gems and such. But like, this Mithrala is probably not gonna struggle. Anything above 300 and something speed. Smalley could be a little faster, maybe. Get maybe like 6-star boots and then we're talking. I'm like checking out the champions that I gave for recommendation for your boss teams, but we should proceed. We should proceed with Sand Devil, Phantom Shogun. Stage 17 is not bad. Let me see the team. You are missing a sleep champion here. Your team could benefit from a champion that can place sleep so that you can place more debuffs. Maximize your damage. Ninja's amazing. Godseeker is great. Who I would swap on this team is maybe Mithrala, to be honest. Adeline could work really well here. She has a sleep, and I saw that you do have an Adeline. She's built out perfect. Is she booked? Because booking her is important so she can get the full cooldown decrease here on her A3. That's important. It needs to be on a 3-turn cooldown for this team setup to work. But she's a literal Sand Devil specialist. That's her purpose. That's why she's a free champion. She's Sand Devil specialist. She brings, you know, the important debuffs here. Sleep, decrease speed, decrease attack on the same skill. She restores max HP that has been destroyed. And then heals another 25% of her max HP on top of that. On her passive, allies deal 3% more damage to targets for each debuff placed on them by her. And she has a chance of transferring a random debuff from herself to the target as well. She also has a chance of stealing a buff. Build out Adeline for Sand Devil. But let's maybe see someone who's booked that can do the job for you. We just need that sleep. Allure. Let's see. Let's put an increased speed as an aura. Oh, Seer is also a good option. You also have a Seer here. Not enough buffs to warrant, I think, a Seer. I don't know if she will do well here. But this Allure, however. Let's see how she's built. 268 speed. A good amount of accuracy. Yeah, why not? Why not? She could work. Oh, dude, do you have a Ratos maybe? That'd be an amazing nuker. Let's see. Let's see. Ratos? No Ratos, unfortunately. It would have been too good to be true, no? We need a decreased defense. Do we have that? Ninja brings it. Never mind. We have it. Okay. Okay, so we have the important debuffs and buffs. Okay, maybe we can try it that way. I wonder if we can try it on auto. If the sleep will land when it should. So I'm gonna give it a little spin on auto. Hope that it works. This is a new stage. And keep in mind that you're gonna have to build out Adeline for progression here. I'd say she's your best bet. Is she gonna place asleep now? Did she just do that? Okay. Now, Uko Oh, is that how your team works? Godseeker? Okay. When the hell does the Sand Devil go to sleep here? I wanna see if this works. Oh, dude. When the hell does the sleep land? I know that you're only immune for a turn. That turn passed! My dude. Okay, now we're asleep, and now we have to be careful how many times we hit him. This is the thing. The more times you hit him, the faster he's gonna wake up. And now he's immune to sleep for a turn. We can't place it. Maybe some more sustenance also wouldn't hurt. Some more healing. Oh my god, Adeline would fit like a piece of a puzzle in the place that I put Allure in. Replace it for an Adeline when you're done booking her out. And I suggest that you do that ASAP if you want to progress down here quicker. She's gonna restore all that lost max HP for you. That sleep hasn't landed once. I don't know how it works. Has the turn already passed? Do we not have enough accuracy to land it? Hello. Okay, at least this Uko. This is perfectly timed, by the way. Ooh, that was a good smack, ninja. Nice. We had a smite land. He's gonna cleanse himself off these debuffs, though. So, yep, none of that landed. It's like it doesn't matter. And now he should be unimmune to sleep, and we should be able to place that debuff. I'm just not sure why it's not landing. Is it mismatched, mistimed? It's like not working. Alright. Wonderful. Wonderful. See, Ninja placed the big smack here. That's what you want. I think we are upping you a stage with this configuration, but everything's gonna work even smoother. Yep, we're done. Everything's gonna work much smoother when you replace an Adeline here instead of the Allure. Otherwise, we got you up a stage. That was the problematic one, I think. So, yep, I'm gonna leave this space empty for you, and I'm gonna put that Adeline here, and I will leave you to it. Booking during personal CVCs, alright? For a maximum amount of points. Phantom. Ooh, you're further ahead here in stage 21. Ah! For Phantom Shogun, what's important is to bring champions that can't weak hit. Because each weak hit will contribute to his counter. He's gonna start ignoring more and more % of your defense. You do not want that. Dude, literally, the moment you get Marius, he's gonna solve all your problems for all dungeons. So I say get to it. I know that the easiest, most budget version of a team that can cover these stages for you is literally a Gnarlhorn, a Paragon, a 3-turn cooldown decreaser, and these 2 damage dealers. Ninja's not gonna move away from here. Maybe a Michinaki instead of someone here. Do you- my question is, do you have a Gnarlhorn? No, you don't have one built. Wait, Master Vault, Reserve Vault, I forgot to tick these off. No Gnarlhorn. Alright, well, so much so for this team suggestion. Do you have Paragon? You do have a Paragon. Build one out. You won't regret it. Build one out. He's gonna serve you in Curse City as well. Do you have an Acrizia? Acrizia is good in so many places. Nope, no Acrizia. Yikes. Yeah, you're still gonna have to pull some champions. I know Acrizia is a void Lego, but do you have a Kaimar? No. Okay, so Mithral and Ninja are good. I'm questioning these 3 guys. Do you have a Nut? You should. No! That's surprising! What about a Riho? No! Oh my god! We're in need for champions! What about Marichka? No! Oh, that sucks. Okay, someone with a taunt. Anyone with a taunt. Didn't Mikey have a taunt? Where's your Mikey? Where is your Mikey? Anyway, someone with a taunt to center the attacks of the Phantom Shogun and then revive with someone else would be the way to go here, maybe. This Duden, the Runic, and who is the other guy? Let me just swap out, I guess, Empress? Who was this guy? Who are you? Lethlin. Ambassador Lethlin. Yeah, that's yeah. Taunt reflect damage, decreases duration of 2 random debuffs. It's a good one. Lethlin is an option. Duden is an option, definitely. These 2 damage dealers are gonna be just fine. Lydia places some useful... Increased speed is important, and strengthen is good. Decreased defense and weaken are great. Yeah, don't move, Lydia. And try with a taunter. I had high champion collection the entire time. Who was I looking for? Who was I looking for? Mikey, dude, Mikey. I was looking for Mike. I was like, there is no possible way you don't have Michelangelo. That's an option instead of Duden. That is an option. That's a better option, I'd say. And maybe Uko? I want to try this. I kind of want to try this. And see if we manage. The other thing that I would go for is someone who can't weak hit. Oh, this seems fine. So far, it's fine. See, he evaded that. That's why I was thinking Mikey would be a good contender here. Now he's gonna take all the blows and he's probably gonna evade most of these. Okay, now he's enfeebled. You don't care about that. I think we're good. Yep. I think this team will work wonders. See, the counter hasn't even gotten up. Now it's up and you're gonna decrease it with each crit. This is what you want. This is amazing. This team works and look at how quick it works, dude. That's it. You don't touch this team and you just keep climbing. Keep climbing. I think you could probably bottom out the stages with this. Okay. So, we have Phantom and Sand Devil covered. What else is left? Curse City. That's correct. Curse City's weird, man. The rotations switch every how much time was it? 4 weeks? Every month. It's gonna ask you to involve some very specific champions here. Yeah. Mostly you care about the dungeon bosses. You seem to have some dungeon boss teams. They're gonna ask you to level up some rares here for, yeah, like, for example. The conditions get harsh. Spirit attack champion from the Sacred Order Barbarians or the Ogrins. You're gonna have to do some level 16 on like random people. Unfortunately, this is the grindy part of late game. This is definitely late game. This is end game material here. You're approaching very quickly. And honestly, clearing everything is purely for the resources. Just makes your gameplay much easier, much quicker on a daily. And the remnant summons, they're also quite juicy. With the hard potions that you get from the stages and the energy that you get, you're hardly gonna need to raid the potion keeps anymore. And, you know, some Phantom Shogun and Sand Devil raiding is also taken off your shoulders with this. But realistically, most people just focus on beating Amias and getting whatever they can and calling it a day. If you're striving for Carnage, you're gonna have to build out some niche champions just to fulfill some role and some purpose here. Melga's great, for example. Like, find your good epics, something low maintenance. You don't have to involve all the legendaries in the world here. Sometimes epics can do just fine. Something low maintenance, something that's not gonna take up an entire library. You know, someone who's not as demanding and not as hard to work on. Amias, man, you get your keys from different bosses. If you can, where's the last key here? Can't see it. Oh, there, okay. Like, Skavag and Magma Dragon, that's incredibly easy, right? You just tack, and that's it. Literally call it a day. Something AoE here, maybe this Alex here. Something like this literally will take you through it, I think. And just beating the shit out of Amias, that's it. This rotation is a little iffy. I don't like it ever. And that's the end game grind, man. Really, I can't help you much here other than just like, I don't know, I can't go into each and every single one and tell you, yeah, this champion sucks, this champion doesn't, this champion works, this doesn't. It's whatever you have here. It's whatever you have and whatever is in a complete waste building. Look for like multi-purpose champions. Of course, you're always gonna need like decreased defense, maybe weaken, some crowd control, like some stun, some freeze, some fear, some petrification or something like that. Just like your average crowd control utilities and nukers, and that's it. It doesn't differ from Arena, it doesn't differ from Doom Tower, it doesn't differ at all. And let me see where you're at here so I can give you some tips on how to not get stuck. Dude, it's just grindy missions. Like this Mortal Soul Coins, you just have to keep grinding Iron Twins and you only get so many keys. You know what I do? I like to buy a reload on keys only on Sunday when the coins are double. So I only do a 12 round on Sunday. It's like 100 diamonds. I see that you might be a free-to-play player. You don't have a lot of diamonds. I just noticed, actually. The gem mine is complete. If you take gems to unlock masteries, I'm hoping now with the 2x on the Minotaur, that might be a little bit easier on you. Otherwise, I would spend most of my gems for resources, not necessarily for mastery unlocking. You've done a wonderful job. I can only congratulate you on your progress so far. I hope that these tips and these suggestions and switcheroos will help you. If you guys want an account takeover, hit up my Discord. Expect some backlog. There's some delay. But I'll always try to get to you, and I will try to get to you quick. Anyone is welcome to apply. And also stay tuned for more clan spots open. We're cooking a little something with my clan. We're thinking of opening clan clusters so that some of you guys can join and raid under my name. I am still shocked as to how much support I have received during my raid journey. I can only thank you, and I can't thank you enough. So the least that I can do is help you guys progress and help unite you in your game experience, in your journey, in life, as friends. Thanks for watching, stay tuned, and I will catch you guys again tomorrow. Bye!